previous record of 35 days that happened during President Trump's first term. This morning, though, a sign of progress. Maybe. I hesitate even to put words to it, or at least maybe there is quiet talk about talks. Maybe. Sources tell CNN roughly a dozen Senate Democrats have privately signaled they are willing to support a stopgap funding deal to reopen the government in exchange for a future vote on health care. Joining me right now is Democratic Congressman Gabe Amo of Rhode Island for much more on this. So, with this reporting, is this shutdown about to end, Congressman?
Well, thanks for having me. Look, I believe that the American people want us to focus, as we saw in last night's election results, on their needs. And this Republican-created healthcare crisis requires action. And so if what we're hearing out of the Senate results in real action on the spiking healthcare costs that I've heard from my constituents here in Rhode Island, that's progress. But anything that does not include real, meaningful action to deal with people's healthcare premium doubling won't meet the moment. So I look forward to learning more about what our colleagues in the Senate are talking about.
This may come down to the definition of action. If a dozen Senate Democrats are privately now signaling that they're ready to vote to open the government in exchange for a future vote that would mean a promise of a future vote on health care, are you okay with a promise for a future vote on health care?
Well, look, I'm not sure that meets the moment. So, again, I look forward to learning more. There are a lot of caveats there. And so the devil's certainly in the details. And the fact of the matter is that people across this country, people in my district, are talking about a cost of living crisis that includes high healthcare costs, that they're going on ACA marketplaces in the absence of the extended premium tax credit and want to see their costs go down. And so we've got to address that head on.
About last night, what is the one singular message coming from last night's big wins for Democrats?
Well, look, I think it's one, that we have an electorate that wants Democrats to be, and Americans, to see their interests reflected in their politics. And specifically, that means that we address the cost of living crisis. It means that we stand up and fight for people across this country. And it means that we reject Donald Trump and his cruelty, his